Seniors are told to fast, roll up their sleeves, and trust whatever the lab report shows. But what if the results you rely on are not telling the truth? A single careless move before the blood draw can distort the picture of your health so badly that it could point to kidney problems, memory decline, or even a life-threatening condition that does not exist. Older adults are particularly at risk, and the reality is that almost every senior commits at least one of these mistakes. The troubling part, most doctors never bring it up, leaving patients unaware of the hidden traps behind their own results. Evidence proves this is not a minor issue. A 2023 study in the Journal of Clinical Pathology revealed that more than 48% of blood panels in seniors showed false highs or false lows directly tied to behaviors that occurred before the test. That means nearly 1 out of 2 older adults could be prescribed drugs they never needed or miss the earliest clues of a serious disease. The insights here are not speculation. They come from peer-reviewed studies at Harvard Medical School, the Mayo Clinic, and the Journal of Clinical Chemistry. Just wait until you hear mistake number 2. It has the power to change how your heart appears on paper and even cause a false diagnosis of heart failure. Before diving into the full list, let me ask you 2 things. When was the last time you had your blood drawn, and did you do anything unusual before that appointment? Think about it for a moment because your answer might already reveal whether your results were misleading. We are reading and responding personally to every single comment, so share your answers below. Now let's begin with the first error on the list. It might not sound dramatic, but it still has the power to cause serious problems. Mistake number 10, showing up for a blood test without drinking enough water. Hydration is one of the simplest yet most critical factors in ensuring accurate results, and it is one that far too many people overlook. When you arrive at the lab dehydrated, your blood thickens a state called hemoconcentration. This makes it appear as though your red and white blood cells, platelets, and electrolytes are higher than they really are. A senior who simply forgot to sip water that morning might walk away with results suggesting anemia, inflammation, or even kidney stress that does not exist. The risk is not theoretical. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that people who fasted without drinking water had hemoglobin readings up to 10% higher than those who drank 2 cups of water an hour before their blood draw. For older adults whose kidneys already manage fluids less effectively with age, this mistake is especially dangerous. Dehydration can also make one key marker, BUN or blood urea nitrogen, rise sharply. Doctors often use elevated BUN to flag possible kidney disease. But a lack of fluids alone can push the number high enough to mimic stage 2 or even stage 3 chronic kidney disease. The result: unnecessary anxiety, additional referrals, and extra lab work. The fix, however, is both simple and vital. Drink 1 to 2 glasses of plain water about an hour before your fasting blood test, unless your physician specifically instructs otherwise. Water does not interfere with fasting requirements. In fact, most labs recommend staying hydrated because it makes the draw smoother and allows the plasma to separate more clearly. Blood that is too concentrated not only produces misleading numbers, it also becomes harder to collect and more likely to clot inside the tube, forcing you to repeat the entire procedure. Many seniors avoid water out of fear that drinking it will break their fast. That fear is unfounded. Plain water has no calories, does not influence glucose or lipid levels, and actually improves the reliability of nearly every test performed. Moving on to mistake number 9, taking your vitamins and supplements on the morning of your test. Countless seniors believe swallowing their usual pills before heading to the lab is harmless. Yet this small habit can interfere with several critical markers, including iron, calcium, vitamin B12, and thyroid levels. Most over-the-counter products contain ingredients that can directly skew your results. Take vitamin C as an example. Many seniors use it to support immune health, but it can distort kidney function tests. A 2020 study in Clinical Laboratory Science found that patients who consumed 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C within 6 hours of their test had creatinine readings that were 12 to 18% lower than their true baseline. For an older adult, that difference is large enough to miss the early stages of kidney disease. Iron is another major culprit. If you take it too close to your appointment, it can temporarily boost both serum iron and ferritin, making it appear as if you have iron overload or conversely masking anemia that really needs treatment. Seniors who swallow B12, biotin, or fish oil before their blood draw may also end up with hormone panels, liver enzymes, or lipid profiles that do not reflect reality. This is especially concerning for anyone being monitored for thyroid problems, since biotin, the same nutrient found in many hair and skin supplements, can interfere with thyroid-stimulating hormone tests. The solution is straightforward, but essential: skip all supplements for at least 24 hours before your blood draw, unless your doctor explicitly tells you otherwise. If you are taking a product that is medically necessary and cannot be paused, let the lab know before the needle goes in, so the technician can mark your chart as potentially influenced. Many labs will add a note to the report or recommend retesting if values look suspicious. The safest approach is to bring a complete list of your supplements, including brand names and dosages, and hand it to the phlebotomist before your test begins. That simple step can prevent false alarms, unnecessary scans, extra prescriptions, and specialist visits that never should have happened in the first place. Mistake number 8 may seem small, but carries a big impact: drinking coffee or tea before a fasting blood test. Many seniors assume that since these drinks contain no calories, or just traces, they must be allowed. But this is one of the most misleading assumptions in senior health, and it can shift critical numbers in ways that change diagnoses. Even a single cup matters.